The Ace of Cups, with its symbolism, there's a vessel that is what is supposed to be the subconscious. And the cloud and the hand, we are holding the energies of the spiritual influences of divine love. Anytime we have cups, it is water totem, water element. The cup suit rules over signs of Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer. Ace in numerology is usually the self, or it is a birth or something new. With the Ace of Cups, since it is the water suit, this is, love, friendships, heart-to-heart connections, spiritual or divine love, spirituality. It could also rule over imagination and intuition, new enterprises that we may experience, and it could have the energy of spring, new starts, baby steps to the things that might have potential. And with Ace of Cups, it is a cup that's overflowing, like an outpour of feelings and emotions, which are 5 different flows that are coming out of the cup, which represents our 5 senses on the physical level. And we could see this also as a card that denotes attraction, a new attraction, new passions, new inspirations, new relationships, newfound forms of an existing relationship. This fullness, a great and full, abundant love, whether it's for your joys, a newfound feeling for your joys, or newfound joys. It could also be an energy around compassion, modes of love, of receiving it, giving it, or we are it, being rich with a flow of love. The symbolism of the card, there's a sea behind the chalice, and a lotus, which is the awakening of the soul, or finding that peace within the soul, with the dove also being shown descending. It can also be seen as our subconscious being conscious to awareness. Truly, an open heart can really embrace what's to come, be creative expressions which you really love that are available to you, whereas they could be new projects, whether it's dance, art, Venetian matters, how you love your work, anything that pertains to your soul's joys. So look at it from a perspective as this is fresh. This is a newfound also flow of maybe something that you already loved, but you maybe put on the back burner, and now you can find a new flow of love in that which you enjoy or find joys in. Talents opening up in places, new places that you weren't even sure were there. Didn't even know you had that ability. Blossoming new connections where they're exciting and you get butterflies, especially if it's on the romantic aspect. We have new relationships, they're all different forms, and there's new family, new babies in the family, new people that you didn't even know were your family that could just kind of spawn up, and you're enjoying those connections. Just be the start of unconditional love, just starting a new job that you love, starting a new hobby you love, a new home you love, awakening this newfound love to spirituality, using your heart more so than your mind, but your mind is in a state of consciousness that's ready to be receptive to sharing your heart, your feeling, acceptance of, this newfound direction, no matter what form it is. Water is the element where sound vibrates faster, travels faster in water. So when you feel these vibrations, you will feel the love available to you a lot faster if your heart is open. But also this gives the frequency of being able to feel things psychic intuitively, because when people are thinking of each other projecting love, this is a frequency, right? So you'll be able to feel the vibration a lot easier with your open heart in this frequency. You'll tune into that frequency, and there could also be an energy that when this is happening to you, that you found this newfound frequency, that you just can't help but want to spread it to others, and maybe in a newfound way that you've never done before. The emotions are flowing with enthusiasm in what you love and what can be generated no matter what is going on with the person. You may look past something in this new start. You may, because like I said, it's like a newfound unconditional love. So you may look past certain things, certain situations, certain things you'll accept from the person, no matter what. You could be fired up about things that you just can't help but want to create. Like I said, whether it's connections, creations, divine's love, life in general, things that you feel fired up for. But also on the other end, there could be being generous and giving a charitable love. Like I had mentioned, there's this compassion, but without an expectation of a return. You just feel someone needs this love or goodness of your heart. So you're surrendering to compassionate vibrations in a newfound way. That maybe now you start to understand that you have more to give. The more abundance of love that you have present, the more divine will return that love to you, or any abundance to you. You may find multiple levels of positive emotions developing in compassionate love, and bringing that desire, the newfound desire to bring great joy or happiness to others because of, and in your environment, because of this newfound love you found. You are radiating the love of divine, and you want to share it with the world, or people in your reality, your collective. You want to lift people up, possibly, where there are these spiritual connections that you may feel, and you can't help but want to share it in a charitable way, in a compassionate, loving way. Or finding opportunities to help others and feeling joy or love for doing that. You feel more power, like I was mentioning, more radiance of divine within you as you start to share. So this is also like pregnancy, birth, conception, the feeling of love, of having this new life. But of course, like, births could be the births of your creations. New life, creations of your new births that you want to create, in your inspirations and your passions. Whatever is sparking your passion, it's like that first ignite of a frequency of love. There could also be investments, like new investments, where you feel that, you're going to love the new ventures and the investments that you have opportunities in presently, and or creative energy. So anything that you're putting efforts in, it feels new and exciting. On the reverse, we have a need possibly to put efforts into self-love. If you have an empty cup, how can you fill anyone else's cup? So the love that you need for yourself is lacking. Or you could be needing to feel divine's love, or you may need to tune in that divine has compassion for you. So possibly a time to revert inward, because if you think about it, if a cup is tilted upside down, it's emptied, right? There's no flow coming in. So you cannot give love, again, if you're not loving yourself enough, or you're not whole. So how can you also help others or the world that you're meant to help if you're lacking? You'd be also lacking happiness, creativity, lacking finding joys in things, lacking imagination. Could also mean a loss of abundances, loss of things like business ventures that you're trying to get into, or creative ventures. It's just not working out. There could also be a lack in vibing the sensory system, the five senses, because again, those streams that are coming out of the cup, that's a part of your five senses on the physical. So there's a need to fill yourself up here in every part of your life, whether it's like to the every fiber of your being, the cellular level, with love and the love of divine. Because we'll be possibly lacking spiritual consciousness, which, if we're trapped in our subconscious, then how are you going to reach or achieve spiritual awakening or awareness? Lacking this flow will make you lack enjoying the existence of life, or the things that just existing in general. You may not want to exist in this life because you are lacking things that you enjoy. Subconscious needs to tap into the intuition here. So being in private, being alone, that could be important at this time. There can also be the meaning with it reversed, that you are repressed or in oppression and harboring emotions when these emotions need to be revealed, but maybe you had some trauma that it's hard to share, and there could be a healthy relationship that's trying to develop, but you're being triggered from something from the past, so you're harboring these emotions in. Another part of that is numbing the self, pains or emotions, so you're stuffing down your feelings. If you keep stuffing down these feelings due to old traumas or hurts, you're shutting out your connections, your creations possibly, and not seeing the opportunities that are available for love, for divine love, for creations, for connections, for whatever this could be coming up for. So you have to kind of look at what else is coming up too, or what is happening to you in general. If you're closed off and you're worried to share your emotions, afraid to express yourself, or afraid to trust someone, maybe it is important to be recluse, so that you kind of visit what is it that's blocking me from receiving love, or what is blocking me from being in acceptance of some type of love, if it's healthy. Right? If it's not healthy and you're blocking that, should you be in that situation, therefore it would be good to be alone, retreat, so you can understand, why am I afraid of what's happening here, and sharing my, emotions. Well, maybe this person always hurts you, or you can't trust them because they've hurt you in the past, or they've made you not trust them. There could be the meaning also of being afraid to express yourself in such a way that you are in fear of the outcome of a situation before it even happens. So you hold back due to those repressed emotions, or you could be embarrassed of the outcome, embarrassed to open your heart. You have a closed heart. You're not seeing these new possibilities. There's a need here to open up. If we're afraid to open up, then there could be also a mode with this upside down, is that you or whoever you're reading for, they're afraid to open up. Gotta be careful here. Like I said, again, if it's you reading for someone or for yourself, if it's for, a person, maybe, you gotta warn them not to block or stuff their emotions, so they don't have, physical ailments and problems, because usually majority of these issues come about from, how we are stuffing our feelings down. Will have physical ailments, right? It'll cause health issues, health problems. So also blocking opportunities and having just no compassion for yourself, which could cause harm to the heart ultimately. Or like I said, the body, the physical body, the emotional body, the spiritual body can get some kind of damage or trauma. So if you're not ready, or the person's not ready to share their emotions after the trauma, needing time is okay. Sometimes someone has to hear that. Like, you just need a moment to just get over what happened to you. It might be too soon. And perhaps there's a need to journal. You suggest it, or do it yourself, or create your own projects on your own individually, or creating a way to move your emotions out of you, so that if you feel like you're not ready to heal or share, you won't keep it bottled up to the point of frustrations, which is really not healthy for the body. So withholding emotions from partners also could be happening here, due to the fears of connecting to that person, judgments from this person, fear of, there's a distrust present, fears from previous harm, as I had mentioned, that you cannot convey that love appropriately to the person in a healthy fashion due to your previous injuries, and it may not even be related to this person that might be coming in a healthy connection or a healthy way. When you feel like you're lacking love for yourself, or it's coming up for one of your clients, that you try to guide them. If you feel this is that intuition that's telling you this person cannot accept a healthy connection because they're afraid of getting hurt. And healthy relationships are ultimately built on trust, right? For it to grow. And retreating until healed or balanced within the self, I mean, of course, this is something that, you find out the reasons why you're withholding if you're unaware, this capacity for love. So these are some of the things to consider when this comes up, whether it's upright or upside down for the Ace of Cups. Are we accepting, is our heart open? Is divine's love flowing through us? Do we believe in the things that could be awakening in our soul and our consciousness that's not coming from the subconscious, where we can feel compassion, whether it's for ourselves or others. We can heal ourselves beyond the limitations that we may be creating, and just remember that something new could be coming and it could be healthy. Don't put the template of the past, on the person that's coming in. That you got to give them the opportunity to show you, prove to you, of course, that you could trust them. But don't, paint the image of someone else on this person that's coming in that's healthy for you. So it's okay to reference something in the past, but it shouldn't damage a potentially positive, healthy connection, no matter romantic or not. And truly allowing yourself to feel, those creative aspects or the things that bring you joy, and to see how it's a benefit to birth these things into creations. And I hope this helps you all in the present.